Cool. Okay. All right. Hi. Welcome to Ride to the Warehouse Sessions, Step into the Story. I'm Katie Loftus, and my guest is...
John Lennon.
John Lennon. So let's just talk about John Lennon, because I have him on here for a very reason, everybody. So John Lennon and I have known each other for 10 years, and Ride to the Warehouse is 10 years. So
How do we meet, Katie?
yeah, how did we meet? We met through Lisa.
That's right, because you were putting on an art show.
That's right. So I remember meeting you. So we have a mutual friend. Her name is Lisa, and we were riding Harleys back, like we're all over the place.
Yeah, and I was on a Harley.
You were on a Harley, but
Yeah.
you are no longer.
No.
But we don't want to say that. But yes, no. They're all bikes, and we change them like shoes. At least I do. So yeah, it was Lisa Ravinsky, who's now...
Pretty Love Machine.
Yeah, it was Love Removal.
Love Removal Machine.
Love Removal Machine
That's
from the song from...
Cult.
Yeah, that was on her motorcycle, everybody. On her primary cover was Love Removal Machine. So anyway, you met her on a ride, and then she says, I met this photographer that might be interested in joining your project.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we had a conversation.
We went to brunch.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to brunch, and I gave you the whole spiel. There wasn't much of a spiel to give you because it was brand new.
We're figuring it out.
I was completely figuring out. I don't know. I just want to take pictures, and I didn't know a lot of photographers. And then you came in, and you were a professional, the professional photographer in the whole bunch. You were like Hollywood professional, Los Angeles professional. So that brought that to the show at the time. You were shooting with the Red camera.
Well, then I was shooting Canon, actually.
Canon, yeah.
Red came a little bit later, I
Okay.
think.
But you were the fancy one that
Yeah.
came in.
Yeah.
You literally brought, like, for me at the time, it was making it legit.
Aw.
That is true.
But it was legit to start with.
Well, thank you. But I was just calling all my friends that were photographers at weddings, whatever. I was like, hey, you want to join a project? You want to cut a project? I'm like, then you came in. And for me, you came in and brought Los Angeles, but you brought your expertise that I didn't know anything about at the time. Now I know a lot because of 10 years, but you brought it in, and that's what you brought. You brought the magic for me.
Oh, that's very sweet.
No, it's true. And some of your pictures, in fact, most all of your pictures are some of my favorite pictures of the show.
Oh.
But they are. They are. I was trying to think of the first shoot. Okay. We have so much history because 10 years is it's a short time, but it's a long time at the same time, right?
It's a decade.
Yeah, a decade in motion. It's a decade. And that I feel like, oh, it's not that big deal. And I look back and go, I was so young 10 years ago. Because we have some footage, because these pictures where we started and where we're at, I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's all good. Life changes and life, it's all good. But I remember you took pictures of me, Mandy,
That's right.
and Lisa Ravinsky, of course,
Yes,
with their bike. Remember in the studio?
that's right. And didn't we do some other photos? Like we were shooting somebody on the top of Mount Helix, or was
I
that
remember-
a different one?
I think it's a
It
different.
all kind of blends
It
together.
does all blend. Well, last 10 years blend all together. And
Yeah.
it's like, where did we start? So recently I've been going through archives, basically, boxes of the pictures when we started.
Yeah.
So let me tell everybody, when we started, we had all the photographers
Yep.
print their own.
That's right.
You printed your own, you brought your own, all the stuff, right? So you printed, so when we did a show, it was like a big collage. There was like big prints, small prints, and some are framed, some are not framed. It was all over the place.
It was
kind
all
of
over the place. But it was interesting, though,
It was
because
collagey.
different photographers brought different print. So it was actually quite interesting to see how
It was really fun.
the medium that people chose to display their work. It was super diverse.
It was extremely diverse, and you were part of that for sure. And so yours were the fanciest ones of all, because we were just talking about how you were fancy, right? So I still have that picture. You gifted it to me at the time, and Mandy too.
Yeah.
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 I have it in, yeah, my husband loves that picture. It was my first picture with you. And the first picture of the show. But anyway, so it was all collage back then. And now we pay for the prints, and we have a little more, it's a little more cohesive. I'd say.
Cohesive.
It's a little
And
more
God bless you for
fine-tuned.
printing big,
Yeah.
because I'm a firm believer that everything should be big.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. There's a designer, he has this saying that it says, if it's big and ugly, it's just not big enough.
It's
I'm a
big
firm
enough. It's
believer.
just not big enough. So if it's bigger, it would not be ugly, is what you're saying.
Exactly. It forgives a lot of sins.
I love it. I like that. I've never heard that before. Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, big, go home. So we have fine-tuned it to the vinyl 60 by 40 prints because it's just easier to move along, to wrap up and take on the road and all those things, right? Yeah. Yeah. So you brought on 10 years and you've been with me every year. You keep saying yes for whatever reason. Thank goodness.
Well, it's fun and it's a family. I mean,
It is.
when we first started, at least myself, I wasn't so dialed into the motorcycle community.
Mm.
I rode a lot on my own and whatnot, but with you, it really gave me a glimpse into, what other people were doing and this wonderful community that was out there. And I think for a lot of us, it was also the beginnings of a lot of community that we're seeing the fruits of now, which didn't really exist 10 years ago.
No, it's true. It totally didn't. I get really excited about it because it's 10 years. So where we started, like you just said, like I didn't either. I didn't know anything. That's why I started it. I saw people riding on the road. I'm like, hey, there's a girl. I don't know. So I want to get the community together.
Yeah.
So what you just said and what I'm excited about is that it worked.
Yeah, it really did.
We forged friendships, like lifelong friendships.
Yeah.
So many people. If I were to sit down, there's hundreds and hundreds of people have been in the show. And maybe, I don't know, it kind of it goes a wide net now.
Yeah.
Of a network of all different kind of writers.
Yeah.
That's the cool news.
It's fantastic. And it's brought a lot of other people together too. It's made a tremendous amount of connections.
Photographers, sponsors, like you name it. Like in the thing about Ride the Warehouse, it's all different people. It's diverse as could be. And that's the point. Because when I started doing this, everything was like women were in a certain category.
Yep.
And this is how you do. And I'm like, well, no, that's not how we do. That's not real.
Yeah.
This is real. I'm real. All these women are doing what they're doing, and let's highlight that.
And that's the fantastic thing too, is we've seen an explosion of women writers.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which is to me amazing. Just because to have more diversity, the spices and everything makes the stew taste better.
I agree. I can agree with that more. I love that. I like that analogy. That's good. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So we're just a big pot of stew.
Yeah. Stew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the other thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Exactly. Stew. We're a big pot of stew with all the spices. I love that. That's good. I like that. And that's exactly how it is for me. I get so retrospect right now, which is why you're here. Well, again, it's so different now than it was then because of all the people. I get really happy about all the friends I have now for, like I said, for life. Photographers, you're one of them. I get excited about the future. Like, I'm not sure what it's going to become, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is driving a lot of the industry. So women are the fastest growing market right now.
Yeah.
And they have been for a while.
Yeah.
And then Ride to the Warehouse, because it's 10 years, I look at old pictures and it's like, this is what women were doing in 2016.
Right.
And then like 100 years from now, I go, what were women doing? They're going to look back at the archives. I get really excited about that because it's created its own thing. So people emulate the pictures that we do now. They want to do what we're doing.
Right.
I'm like, how did that happen? Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And it's because of people like you that elevated it to a point where I didn't have the vision really. It was just kind of all of us together, just kind of figuring it out, kind of making our way.
So the magic of the show is how organic it is.
Yeah.
That it really is with each show. It's a brand new thing.
It's totally different.
We have a through line.
Yeah.
But we're riffing.
We are
to create
We're
something
riffing,
new.
all right. I like that.
So that's what it's always exciting to see what the show's going to be each time that it's mounted.
It's completely organic. You're right. It depends what the community's doing.
Yep.
It depends what photographers come in.
Yeah.
That line you were talking about, that's you. It's a constant. That's a good thing. There's only a few. Mark Vargas is another.
Yeah.
He came in right after you. So he's another
line.
Yeah, because otherwise it's changed completely.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is fantastic though. Because
which I love it. I love the evolution.
Yeah.
Because I get each show, I go, oh, this is the best show. Oh, this is the best show. Then it just gets bigger and bigger, better. Not that the first one wasn't amazing, because it was.
Yeah. And it's fun to see all the other photographers work because it feeds.
It's an inspiration.
It
inspires you.
Exactly.
And we all inspire each other, right?
Yeah.
To elevate it a bit more and a bit more, Yeah, and your work is, again, I know I've been doing this for 10 years. I know exactly, this is John's photo. This is John's photo. This is Bob's photo. I know there's certain photographers. I'm like, that's it. Everybody has their expertise or they bring what they bring, right?
Everybody brings their voice.
Yeah.
If you're doing it right, you have a point of view and you have a voice to your work. And, that rings true of a lot of the photographers that work with you. So you get to see this cacophony of all these different voices, but saying the same thing.
Agreed. Well put. Again, exactly. All the different voices and it's all going the same direction. We're all lifting the community up is what we're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Again, so thank you. for believing in it. Because that's what I need. I needed someone to believe in it. Like, it helps to have the community behind it.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but you don't know what it is until, in fact, I still don't. And I step back and I go, how do we do that? Like,
It was an easy ask. You said women, you said motorcycles,
I know, that's
and you
true.
said photography. Tell me less.
I just like that. Yeah, you jumped right in, man, all in. I love that about you. Just like, yeah, I'm here. Like, what can we do? And at the time, we were documenting behind the scenes. Remember
That's right.
that?
Yeah.
And I was picking up some old footage. I feel like we have something here. I feel like we need to do something with it. But we were doing behind the scenes back, and that's how I built the show as BTS, behind the scenes. Okay, take pictures and all, but I feel like it's a story about each shoot and how it, like from the very beginning, we have some footage of that. Some interviews that you did.
Well, that's the interesting thing is that in the 10 years, my career has taken a lot of different paths. And I brought that to the show is that there was a time where I was really involved in video. So we were shooting behind the scenes. We're doing, but once again, it was very organic. And it's like, let's try to figure this out.
Yeah. And you were doing it with the red camera at one point. It was like, like I said, legit.
Well, like you said, go big or go home.
I know. Some of that footage is just, you know, I remember there'd be times when you were behind the scenes and I have photographers that'd be shooting. I can remember when, I won't name who he was, but he's shooting. And then you come in with behind the scenes with your camera gear and his, and it's quit. Because you came with the big guns and okay. I'll never forget him. And his work was phenomenal. It's just funny. It's like, it's the talent of the photographer.
I mean, at the end of the day, the cameras are just hammers.
Yeah.
And it's really the craftsperson who's behind the hammer.
Yeah. Agree. So anyway, I also want to there's a bunch of women that have come and gone.
Yeah.
And you know that where we started, where we at, some people come in for a little bit and then they leave, and some people stay. Mandy, like we talked about earlier, she's still in the show.
Yeah.
I have to always get a picture. I didn't get a picture this year. She was too busy. And then there's photographers that stay, but then there's people that we celebrate and I get really touched by it, is they're gone. They're no longer here. But we've gotten some amazing pictures because of the photographers that we can carry those women with us and
that's
celebrate.
The crazy thing is you take these pictures and you get to know these people, then all of a sudden you get a text message and you're just absolutely flabbergasted.
Yeah. There's 5, Megan.
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megan. So Megan was an amazing person. Her daughter's in the show.
Her daughter's in the show.
Because that's really special.
What's crazy is when we first shot Megan, her daughter was a wee little thing, and we were at a track.
She like 8 or...
And we were taking pictures of her because she looked like a badass. She was racing back then, and she was in the full gear. And so, of course, we had to grab some photos of her. Fast forward to this year, and we have grown-up mate.
Oh, my God, I love it. I just talked to her yesterday. So I'm going to share with you. So we're on here. But so what he's saying, we went to Glen Helen, remember?
Yeah.
We drove out there. I'd never been to a dirt track like that before. You showed up. What was the gentleman's name you were with?
Chris Zimmer.
Zimmer. That's, oh my God, Chris Zimmer. Yes, the two of you. And then we all went out to shoot scoops.
Yeah.
Melissa, who is an amazing track racer.
Oh, phenomenal.
So we went out there and then...
Good Time Racing Family, plug.
Oh my God, absolutely. Good Time is absolutely 100%. Yes. We went out there and that's when we met Megan. Because she was just riding with her daughter. We're like, who's that?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. So you want to do the show? And you got behind you started shooting them, right?
Yeah.
The two of them. It was Megan's daughter, Addie. Was
Addie was
like
just
8 maybe? I don't remember. She was pretty young.
She was very young. Well, just because she was interesting.
10.
You could already see her glow. And she was just this interesting girl because she was just so badass.
But she was her daughter, and we did a bunch of pictures. We went to House of Machines at the time.
That's right.
Right?
R.I.P. House of Machines.
Oh, no. One of my favorite places is
It was the best.
Every day I'm like, we need another House of Machines, man.
It was a hang.
It was a good one. So we had Megan and her daughter, and now Megan's was in an accident a little bit about just a year ago.
Yeah.
It's only been a year. So anyway, I spoke to Addie yesterday, and so she's filling out the bio. We have bios. So another thing, if people don't know, we don't just take their picture, but we tell their story. So each woman fills out, and they're always different. The bios have changed over the years. I kind of make them a little more fun or serious or whatever. So she filled out her bio, and she said she cried the whole time because she was remembering her mother. Mother's a big inspiration.
Yeah.
But the cool part about you and I, we have the honor and the responsibility to share. Like you took a picture. So for everyone that doesn't know, Megan, we took a picture of her that year at House of Machines and a shirt with the flannel, blue flannel. Yep. And it's this really beautiful picture that we showed at House of Machines in 2019, I think it was. And then Addie found the shirt, and then you took the picture in the shirt.
Yeah, we recreated the photo, and it was just, for all of us, not a dry eye on set, because it was just, she was just radiating the spirit of her mom.
Yeah, because her mom, she's so her mom. Her mom, I always tell her, I was like, your mom must be so proud of you now. I mean, but so we're going to have her picture at the show with her mom. We're taking her mom, and we're taking Addie, and we're going to put them together with their bikes.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. Again, it's an honor to have the community trust us.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. I mean, to bring her mom into it. And Addie's just, I'm so excited to celebrate Megan, even though she's not here, through her daughter.
Yeah.
That makes me excited. And that's what this show has become for me. Who knew when it was a tiny little spark, how it's become this, it's a beacon of, I don't know, it's just community, a big hug. It's a reason why I keep doing it, is because of all the stories.
Yeah.
And then Addie, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, she's a racer like her mama.
She is.
And she's bringing it to the show. She's bringing her mama's bike and all that. So everybody, if you can, come to the show and check it out. But those are just like little snippets of why I keep doing it. And so what I would say to you is, what does the show mean to you?
Well, it's community. To me, it always comes down to community and the connections that we make, and then to be able to tell these women's stories, show these women to the world in a different light that you might not have seen them.
Yeah.
And that's what's exciting to me. I always say for me, portrait photography is always about a conversation. I'm able to have these really great conversations with these women that I probably would have not have met any other way. And to your point, we forge friendships. We put links into and we build a bigger and bigger community.
Yeah, each show gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it's huge now. So it's bigger than I am. I said that earlier. It's rolling downhill, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm just like, okay, here I am. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'll keep doing it until I can't do it. But yeah, I love that it is about community.
It really is. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about the people in this community, and to give them a voice to where they normally wouldn't have a voice. And, you're all rock stars at the end of the day.
Well, that's what I see. So I see that before. When I meet a girl now, I'm like, I need to put you in the show. And they're like, well, I'm like, oh, no, I see this thing. And I know you capture it.
Yeah.
You capture it. I see it. You capture it. And then we celebrate it. That's what we do. And then, so the whole thing about the gallery is the women don't get to see their photos until the day of the gallery. So it's a big deal. So they get to see themselves not only in a picture, but in a huge way, because they're 60 by 40 hanging from a gallery wall. So I get excited about that again.
I get excited about it too.
Everybody to feel that. That's what keeps me going. Because those days I want to quit, and I'm like, oh no. It's how that woman feels when she walks into the gallery and she's a rock star.
Yeah.
I say superhero. You say rock star. Same thing. Like bigger than life, because that's how I see the human spirit.
That's how they are.
I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
And that's always the challenge in doing portrait photography is how do you capture that essence and how do you get that?
You do it. You do it magically.
Yeah, well,
you do it.
Let's back up a second. I always have a conversation with the ladies before we do our shoot, just to get a feel of who they are and also to give them some input into the style we're going to shoot. And Shelley right away said Peter Lindbergh, who's this really famous fashion photographer, shot for Vogue and all this other stuff.
Okay.
And I knew exactly where she wanted to go with it. And it was one of those magical moments where it all just came together. We were able to pay homage to what he was doing without copying it exactly.
That's where you're inspired. I didn't know that. I love that story. That was a fun day. That was a fun shoot. It was just, we were like, where the construction was, basically, we set up.
Yeah.
We did it pretty quick. It didn't take very long.
Well, it was crazy. It was in downtown LA, back where they were building the 6th Street Bridge.
6th Street Bridge,
which went on to become this very iconic.
It's very iconic.
Iconic LA attraction now.
Well, the arch.
And we were fortunate to see that bridge in the background of that photo,
so cool.
kind of halfway done.
It's cool. Yeah, it was. Oh, see, I didn't see that part. Because what you do is you just hand me a couple photos and say, here they are. So I don't do that whole thing. So you do the hard work. It's cool. It's cool. That's one of my favorite photos. Her eyes.
But we just kept, and that one, the challenge was that, as you said, it was easy to shoot, But the problem was we had so many good photos, it was really difficult to choose.
Yeah, it was. Oh, see, I didn't see that part. Because what you do is you just hand me a couple photos and say, here they are. So I don't hard work
Yeah.
going through the thousands of photos.
Sometimes it's a little, there's not as many good ones as we did with this one. But it was, one of the things that was comforting is I went back with Shelley years later because she wanted to see the film and she had a birthday coming up and she wanted to maybe use some of those photos. So we went through and that's when we were saying, oh my God.
That's cool.
But the thing that was really gratifying at the end of the day, when we had looked through everything with the gift of distance and having a second set of eyes, we both agreed the best one was picked for the show.
That's cool. That's amazing. Well, I don't know. For me, I always go with, so when I try to help, when I pick photos, which I do a lot of, I go with my first, it's usually my first, like, it strikes me. I look at it and I go, oh, and then I move along, I look at hundreds of others and I'm like, and I always go back to like,
Sometimes it's challenging. And even with the stuff, I know I'm a little greedy and I always submit one photo per thing.
Yes, you always submit one. I don't get it.
But there are times though, where I fall in love with 5 photos from the shoot and I go, Katie, I need some help.
We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
We have. Yeah.
Well, I just can't, I can see merit in each one of those. And I need to get a second set of eyes, or there might be something to where I'm focusing on something that I fall in love with. And you come back to me and you say, well, you say in the context of what we're doing, let's see if we have something else.
We do that. And it is a true collaboration. And that's what I love about it. And it's your vision, but it's also, it's actually the whole thing. It's the sum of all parts, kind of. It's all of us together as one. But let's talk about the Kiki shoot. So anybody that doesn't know, anybody in motorcycles knows who Kiki is, okay? Let's just say that, right?
Yeah.
So that's another favorite of mine, by the way. Well, she is. She's an incredible human being.
Amazing human being.
To know her is to absolutely fall in love with her the split second you've ever met her. Yes.
Yeah.
She's magical. But we did, because she likes to show her boobies.
Well, let's back up a second.
Please.
What was funny is that, so I'm trying to figure out a concept for this photo. And for me, and other photographers tackle this differently, but I am trying to figure out something that's different than everything else that's out there.
Yeah.
Especially now after 10 years, we got a lot of photos of girls on motorcycles.
Boy, I know. And it's
And
agreed.
I don't want to repeat an idea.
Agreed.
I want to try to do something a little bit different. But still keeping true to the mission of Rides the Warehouse, and also to portray something about the woman that is her soul. And so I was going down a path which was okay. And then I was having dinner with a friend of the show, Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jane told me the story of they were doing another photo shoot with Kiki down in the LA River. And it's over there by the train yards, and a locomotive's going into the train yard. And Kiki looks at the engineer of the train and lifts her shirt and flashes him.
Of course.
And he honks the horn, and everybody had a big laugh.
Great.
And we both said, that's the photo.
That's the photo, man.
But it's done in a way to where Kiki is in complete control.
Completely. She had pasties on. And people some people it can be sensitive about the photo. I'm like, it's cheeky.
It's super cheeky, but it's also geeky. And it was shot in a way where it wasn't exploitive. It was really, she was the powerful person in the photo.
Yeah, and like shout out to the PMCs because they jumped in.
They did.
And did our background crowd, which is super fun.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
Yeah. But it really just kind of nailed it. And it just kind of caught the whole spirit of everything. Yeah.
That's another favorite of mine.
Yeah.
So this show, we're doing all of our photos for all the 10 years. So that photo will be there.
Yeah.
So will the Shelley one. That's all. We have all those photos. It's going to be over 400 photos on the show.
Wow, that's incredible. That's amazing.
Well, the space. So we're San Diego Harley, everybody, and this place is about this size.
It's big.
The place, right? So the place we're going to in LA is like this size.
Oh, the story of the space. I love that.
Oh, the space.
Because it's about badass women. So what better place to have it?
Oh well. So we are. Thank you for the Angel City Derby girls. So they do their games. Roller derby girls. That's right. And so they roll around in the track, and this is gigantic warehouse, and that's where they have their games and they have their practice. And so great. I was looking for a space like desperately in Los Angeles, and Peter was like, so Boo, remember Boo? Was in the show.
Boo on two wheels.
Yeah, Boo on two wheels. So she is a derby girl, and so he's like, I contacted Boo and they'd have this warehouse that might be available. And that's how it happened.
Wow.
It's huge and it was
Yeah.
affordable and they're super cool. And so we're having the roller girls, in Jenna Stellar. If anyone, Jenna Stellar builds, makes designs, women's moto gear that's fashionable. So they're going to be rolling around. That's our fashion show, rolling around the track. How fun is that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a cool story. Yeah, it's nitty gritty downtown, 14th place, is right off of the 10, San Pedro exit. It's like right down there.
Don't be scared, kids.
Yeah, don't. Oh, it's cool. It's going to be it's going to be outside gritty and you're going to go in and go, oh, all the beautiful photos.
It's going to be a hoot nanny.
We're doing it is going to be a hoot nanny. We're doing a community wall, so which is we've never done before. So we're going to create our own art. And it's going to be called, I don't know what it's going to be called. Maybe Make Your Mark. So we'll have markers. My husband is the reason why the show is so beautiful. And shout out to Peter, because I couldn't do without my partner. Because I'm a crazy with the ideas, and then he is grounded and he makes it happen. Because I'm a crazy person. So
Not only grounded, but the guy on the ladder too.
he does it all. Like, and he hasn't left me yet. So thank God. But he built these rails. They're huge out of plywood, and then they're going to be hanging. Because our old show, like we talked about earlier, there were smaller pictures.
Yeah.
So we're going to do you're going to walk in the first show and walk into the new show. Yeah. So we're doing a community wall where people can write and say, well, like, who inspires you? So bring all the women. I'm going to carry it to all 3 shows because we have 3 shows this year. We have Bisbee after this one in September, and then we have November San Diego Homecoming. So we're going to bring this art piece together.
Wow.
All the community. It's such a cool.
It's remarkable that this show is touring.
It's touring. It's insane.
You've been a bunch of places this show.
Don't know how that happened.
That's amazing.
We tried it last year because I love the Prowl. The Prowl is like my favorite show. And they graciously said, yeah, come and join us. And so we did a gallery, and that was like, ooh, this is a fun idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to do the whole event. I just have to be like a little pop-up.
Right.
Takes the pressure off. I was like, oh, I like this. So we did like 5 of those last year.
Yeah,
we
that's
did
amazing.
On the Mountain. We did San Diego Harley. We did a big show here.
Yeah.
Which was incredible. And that was super fun. So so that kind of was a birthing of a new way of being. So we're traveling all over the place. So we'll be in Bisbee this year, which is super cool because it's I love Bisbee. If you can make it, that's a good one. But anyway, the photographer that when you came in to Ride at the Warehouse and knows what you know now, like what would you say to yourself 10 years ago?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah. Fucking jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no regrets here, man.
That's awesome.
It's been really amazing. It's made me a better photographer.
Oh, God. You're just an amazing photographer. So it just kind of helps you grow. Because, I'm throwing whatever at you. Like, here's this girl and here's that girl. And you guys got to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a real woman. So it's not, I have an interview after this with Bob from Easy Rider. And so it's just, for him, it's the same thing of having to expand like the way of doing things, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a certain way, like I said earlier, it's been in this certain way. And now we're stepping outside the box.
Well, exactly. It's you get out of my comfort zone as a photographer, get them out of the comfort zone in terms of having their photo taken and, hopefully creating something that someone hasn't seen yet.
That's the biggest one of all right there. Outside the box.
Well, exactly. It's you get out of my comfort zone as a photographer, get them out of the comfort zone in terms of having their photo taken and, hopefully creating something that someone hasn't seen yet.
Every time when we have a new, I'm like, you can shoot a girl on a bike all day long, but this is capturing that thing that it's creating and make it art. Like, go for it. Like, there's no, I mean, just whatever you want, your imagination, go for it. Just have the idea of the bike in it. It doesn't even have to be the whole bike, just the wheel, or it doesn't even have to be the whole bike. But
something that identifies the person as a rider, because it's something that connects the individual back to the community.
Yeah, well, kind of like what we did with Kiki.
Yeah,
there was no bike in that.
No,
but it's connected to the community because you have the PMCs.
A bike in it. I think in the background.
Oh, one of the guys from the PMC, right, but not her bike. But so it was like, was a suggestion of her being in the community.
Well, being in the community, and also, she was wearing just how she was dressed. Well, no, was it just the pasties? She was wearing like a fast house.
No, I'm kidding.
That connected back in. Yeah.
I was wearing moto gear.
Yeah. And pasties.
Yeah, and pasties, of course.
John Lennon doesn't shoot blue.
No.
I don't like to drive to the valley.
No, I know. God, oh my God. And then the one more, just real quick. I was Gavin. So Gavin Fax. Wow, right. Okay, so the big thing for us for that shoot was we wanted to get her to not wear her sunglasses.
Yeah.
And we got it.
Which I didn't know.
Oh, you did? Oh, God. Those eyes, those hateful
eyes and
eyes.
everything.
My God.
But I
wow.
didn't know that was the mission.
That was
I
my
just-
mission.
Because in order to make a photograph connect, the eyes are the window to the soul.
Oh, God.
And especially when you have someone like Gavin,
Oh, my God.
who has
Yeah.
more soul than this whole room
I
can
know. Oh,
fill,
my God. I love her. Yes.
that even just to get a peek at her peepers, it'll change your life.
It changed my life. Yes. That's one of
And
my favorite.
just-
Again, it's like, I don't even know if she's comfortable with it. I don't know. I never asked her. I love that photo because her eyes, I never see her eyes.
Yeah.
She always has glasses. I don't. And that's like just, like, exactly. You're just like peeping in, like,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
And she was in the middle of a build.
Yeah.
And we were fortunate enough to shoot in the shop
Yeah.
where she was building out her bike.
fun.
And that was one that really came together and just felt texturally. It was difficult for me I had to come back with you at the edit.
Yeah.
Because
That's right. That was the one. That's right. That's right. That was the one.
there was probably about 6 photos out of that shoot that I couldn't throw a dart.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's because of Gavin. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like it can't contain her. Like her energy and that thing that we're talking about is so big. It's kind of hard to keep just one picture.
Yeah.
Because there's so many facets of her. I love her. And again, she's become a friend because of that shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to call her a friend. She's
Right.
amazing. She inspires me every day because she's
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
She really is.
God, she's got more energy than I could ever. I don't know.
And
So,
that's
yeah.
the magic, is she has a huge community that got connected with this community that got
Amazing.
connected with other community. So it just makes the circle bigger
Gets
and
bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I'm
bigger.
talking about. Snow, that ball going down the hill, it keeps bigger,
Yeah.
bigger, bigger and bigger. So that's where we're at, which I'm here for. Let's keep going. Let's keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Well, thank you for coming and hanging
my
out.
pleasure. Well,
Talking a little
come
bit.
hang out with us
Yeah.
later this month. It's going
Yeah.
to be, or catch us on the road.
Yeah. So I have a whole year. So it's either June 20th. It's Bisbee, September 11th through the 13th, or San Diego, November 7th. So come and see his photography. He's got some new pieces in the show, and all the things we just talked about. Each one of those pictures are in the show. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Jack, there's so many great photographers that participate
oh
in
my
this
God,
that
yeah,
it's just
hard to.
it's a joy as a photographer to watch, to see other people's work and then be able to talk to them. And I'm not above stealing their ideas and the way that they shoot.
Love it. It's called inspiration, John.
Right.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you so much. And
Well, thank you for having me.
yeah, so happy trails.
Yeah, happy trails.